This looks so good. What's going on, guys? Alan here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about the Z3 Roadster. Actually, before we start this video, we're looking at different places. We're looking at a different house. This is part of the reason why we have all these trucks all day. All day. I can't. If you're a constant watcher of the channel, you'll see that I do a majority of my videos either at our camper or inside the garage here, because it's so difficult to record something outside here with all these stupid semi trucks. And I know it's part of what they have to do and everything else, but it's not working for us. So there's quite a few reasons why we're looking for another house, but that's one of them. But anyway, today I'm going to talk about aftermarket steering wheel on this guy and why we're going to do it. Cut to the intro before this truck goes by. And people staring at me when they walk by. That's the funniest part. But anyway, aftermarket steering wheel. So part of the reason I picked this guy up is to definitely have something to work on as far as the project goes, but I also want to take it to the track. I've never done track as far as road course goes, and I want to eventually set this thing up to do that. I don't have a budget like Adam LZ or somebody like that who can just put whatever they want on this thing and 2 weeks later take it to the track. I don't even have money to go to the track, let alone get this thing ready. So it's going to be a process. So I'm going to start small, get the small things done first, and then eventually, as I have more of a budget, just keep going up. So one of those simple things that I could do was the steering wheel. The stock steering wheel on here was old, a little bit crusty, as you can see. It was just worn out, and sometimes convertibles sit in the sun with the top down, and it just bakes it. But I mean, the rest of the interior is really nice. But I wanted a nice racing steering wheel, something that felt good in my hands, that I could maneuver with ease. But in comes the budget. Now when you're shopping for steering wheels, you can spend a lot of money on like a narrating, something really nice, or you can go budget wise like I do and use an NRG. Now, not saying that NRG is junk or anything like that, because it's definitely not, but it's budget friendly. So I went with an NRG steering wheel here, and it set me back maybe $116, I think it was. And you need a hub to be able to put an aftermarket steering wheel on your vehicle. That was the hardest part for me, and I'll explain why. Searching for hubs for this 2001 BMW Z3 was impossible because there was nothing. Everybody would list Z3s up to 1998. This is an E36 chassis platform. So the only thing I had to go off of was taking my airbag out, taking my steering wheel off truck. So I wound up taking the stock steering wheel. Do you see what I'm saying? It's just constant. I apologize. This video is going to be like 30 minutes long, and it's going to have like 18 commercials. Anyway, so I took my stock steering wheel off so I could examine the back, so I could find out what type of hub I needed. And I'm actually going to do a separate video on the hub so you can actually see that as well, because there's a lot of companies out there that will sell you a hub for your vehicle, in this case the BMW E36, and you have, you know, you can buy the NRG, which is more expensive than the steering wheel I bought, or you can go with something else. So I'll do a separate video on that. Anyway, I went with this, the Kyostar, hope I'm saying it right, short hub. I'm not going to run a quick connect, so the short hub's going to work for me because I picked out a deep dish steering wheel. If I picked out a steering wheel that was flat, I would add on either a spacer or a longer hub or a quick connect at that point, just to get it closer to you. But the further away from it is from the column, just remember, further away your turn signals are. Everything came in. Let's get on to installing this bad boy. First thing you got to do, you're dealing with an airbag. Disconnect your negative terminal on your battery. Takes away any chance of that airbag having power and deploying while you're messing around with it. So that's the first thing you want to do. Next thing, on the back of every steering wheel, there's usually some sort of clip on each side, or a screw or a bolt or whatever. Figure that out. On my Z3, I've got a bolt on each side that I stripped one of them out, so I had to drill one of them out, but that was my fault for not having it correct. Having the correct Torx bit size on it in the first place. After you do that, you'll be able to remove the airbag. When you remove the airbag, on mine, I had the horn wires as well as the airbag wires. Disconnect all those wires, and then you have the bolt in the center. You'll have to remove the bolt. Some steering wheels come out with ease, some do not. You can leave the bolt threaded in a little bit and then smack the steering wheel towards you to try and loosen it up, and then it won't fly off and hit you in the face when you do it because the bolt is still threaded on. So you can do it that way. Some of them just come right off. Mine came right off. After that, it is time to remove your clock spring. Now, some of these hubs say right on them that it will eliminate your turn signals, and obviously it said that for mine, and they were way wrong, because what you do is you take the clock spring right here out of your current steering wheel, your stock steering wheel, and then you attach it to your aftermarket hub, and we'll go through that process right now. Now, regardless, for this E36 style hub, regardless if you buy the NRG hub or this Kyostar, like I saved a lot of money on, the holes do not line up. So on the clock spring, you have to widen the holes, the 3 holes, to get it to fit onto the hub. And don't mess around with your clock spring while you're doing this. Don't sit here and spin it and everything, because there's a certain position. It only turns so far in each direction. So if you're like me and you sat there and played with it, you're gonna have to find the middle again, which isn't hard. You just count how many revolutions you're making and then cut it in half and put it in the middle. No biggie. But it's easier if you don't have to mess with it. So that being said, make sure you get your clock spring on there. Alright, got her connected. Push that connection back down there, and then this feller here. So then we're going to eyeball it for the center, which I can't do very well, not gonna lie. I don't know, I guess it kind of looks like it. I mean, I can always take it off and do it again, you know what I mean? Maybe I'll just there. Call that good. I'll call that good. Whatever. Okay, so this is Actually, I believe what I'm going to wind up cutting this guy off, because 4 of these are airbag lines, and these 2 on the end, the brown with black and brown with red, these are the horn. Okay guys, we're doing the redneck test here, and I'm going to try and hold a GoPro in my arm at the same time, and it's working out great. Okay. German automobile, horn will not honk unless key is on. Look at that. She works. Okay, I know which ones are horn. I'm going to secure this bad boy. Come on. Ah, nice and snug. Not too tight. Okay, time to wire this horn up. Right now, I'm not going to mess around with the airbag because mine's a 2-stage airbag, and they only set me 1 resistor, so I'm going to have to order more resistors, and that'll be a different video. This is just getting this bad boy on here. Alright, so with this NRG steering wheel, you put the horn wires through here, and then try and hold everything up with your knees so you can plug the horn in, and then you can put the center ring on, and this holds the horn in, and then this also is how you're going to bolt to your hub. So I'm going to do that real quick because I can't hold the GoPro too. Okay guys, so I'm finishing tightening this feller up here, and the hardest part of this whole thing was getting the horn to fit, because there's not a lot of room in the hub. Okay, for all them wires, because I got all the airbag wires in there too, and I know you can splice into the airbag wires in the steering column here, and that might be what I do after I research this. But yeah, that was like the hardest part, is then you gotta, you know, get your horn button straight. But I'm gonna tighten all these and then I'll show you guys. Okay guys, I am super stoked here. This looks so good. It's gonna be so much nicer to grip this steering wheel on here, and this is a deep dish as well, so I don't need like a spacer or a disconnect. The short hub works just fine, and the horn works. I mean, once the key's on, it works. But if I don't know, if I wind up tracking this, I may get a disconnect just in case. It'll just be easier for me. But anyway, the blinker cancellation works and everything, so I'm happy with it. Definitely happy with it. I will leave the links down in the description below, for both the hub and the steering wheel. Love this. So that's how you install your aftermarket steering wheel. Depending on your model, the hub is going to be different, but they're all generally the same as far as you want to make sure you wire through your horn. If you want your horn, your clock spring, you want to make sure you get that in there, unless it comes with a cancellation on the hub already, which some do. Some are loud trucks. See how hard it was for me to make this video outside with all this dang noise? Anyway, alright, so hopefully you guys got something out of this video. This was my first time doing it, so if it's going to be your first time doing it, it should be a good video for you, versus somebody that's done it 80 times, and sometimes they tend to skip stuff. Here you get to watch exactly what I did, what I struggled with, what I had to do, my opinion on research, because I've never done it before, especially on a Z3. You get a E36 and, you know, everybody and their brother does it. Yeah, so until we meet again, guys, later. And people staring at me when they walk by. That's the funniest part. Truck. Hey guys, nice knowing you. Steering wheel. just constant. So, which isn't hard. You just count. Truck's distracting me, you know what I'm saying? Truck. And it looks like it's gonna rain. That's cool. More trucks. Some are loud trucks.